Hi, my name's Emily. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat again. We are going to do a short practice today where we bring down the energy. So whether that's just before bed or at a time during the day when you feel like you just need to settle down a little bit. All right, let's get going. So come onto your knees at the back of your mat. And before we get started, I've got a bolster with me that we're going to use. But if you just have a cushion or a yoga block or something like that that you're happy to rest your hips on for a couple of minutes, then that would be really good. Cool. Come into a kneeling position, reach the hands forward and bring the forehead to the mat for an extended child's pose. And just settling in here. If this is a bit uncomfortable, you can always just stack both fists on top of each other and then forward on the fists. Start to walk your hands over to the right, creating a big side bend. Left hand might come on top of right hand to open through the left side body a little more. Soften the breath. Let it be easy. Let it be fluid as you walk your hands back through center, all the way to the left. Maybe right hand on top of left hand now. And again, settling into this side bend, opening through the right side of your body. Notice how your inhalations and exhalations change the sensation in the pose. And just soften into it. Allow the pose to move your body. Bring your hands back into center and come up onto all fours. Step the right foot forward and come up into a kneeling position here. Right hand to right knee, left hand to hip, left hip, and then squeeze the buttocks to tuck the pelvis underneath you. Trying to get some opening through the front of your left hip. If you feel like you could lean a little more forward, you're welcome to do that as well. You can even close down the eyes if that helps settle you into the sensation of the pose. Then we'll start to just edge the right foot forward a little bit. Bring the toes to point towards the ceiling to come into our half split pose, half Hanumanasana. Just bowing forward over the right leg, letting the head drop. And instead of making it the sensation through the back of your right leg really loud in your mind, in your body, see if you can just back off maybe an inch and just allow it to be more of a pose that you can find relaxation in rather than pushing or holding or wanting. Change the purpose of why you practice. Bring your foot down to the mat, walk the hands forward, left hand for support, right hand reaches forward, up and back, allowing your body to move, to release whatever it's taken on during the day, to soften. And then we'll step the right foot or the right knee back. Reach the hands forward and let the chest melt towards the mat, finding Anahatasana. You can rest the forehead down, you can rest the chin down, make sure it's comfortable for you. Walk the hands in, come back into all fours and step the left foot forward. And then come up into our kneeling lunge, left hand to left knee, right hand to right hip. Squeeze the right buttocks to tuck the hips under to open through the front of the right hip and leg. If you want to, you can move the hips forward just a little bit to increase the sensation. Remembering to keep it easy, keep it soft. Just doing what's the right shape for your body. And then we'll swivel with the left heel to bring the foot forward, toe tips point towards the ceiling, hands either side of your left leg. The left leg is as bent or as straight as you like it, and then let the body bow down over the top of the left leg. Again, remembering that invitation just to back off an inch. So often in our practice, we're headed for the biggest, the best, the longest, the most flexible. But the change in this practice that I want you to bring is really by changing your focus. So if you want this to be a relaxation, a balancing, a grounding practice, having all that sensation pulling your mind in different directions may not be the answer. Place the left foot down, walk the hands forward, right hand for support, reach the left hand forward, up and back. Feeling into the movement of your spine, your shoulder. 3 times in total. 3 big circles. And then we'll step back, finding Anahatasana again. Hands towards the front of the mat, chest melts towards the mat. Walk your hands in, and then with the right hand, reach across the body out towards the left. Place the right shoulder down for thread the needle pose. Perhaps you walk the left hand forward if that feels good. Every point of stillness in this practice is an opportunity for you to close down the eyes and turn your awareness inwards. Whether that's the sensation you feel or the breath moving you, or perhaps you have another focus that you hold in your mind. Bring the left hand back in. We'll switch it over. Left hand reaches to the right this time. Left shoulder comes down. And then you add on by taking right hand forward if you like. Soften the gaze. Close the eyes. Tune into your inhalation and exhalation. See how it moves you. Bring the right hand back in. Come to all fours. Send the legs to one side to sit down. Make sure you've got your bolster, your cushion, your block next to you. As you come down, knees stay bent, hips lift, and then drag your pillow, bolster, whatever you have underneath your hips. So the hard, bony part of your hips, not your soft low back. And here we are just for a supported bridge pose. Allowing us to have a little bit of an inversion, to be supported. Notice the parts of your body that are heavy into the mat. Let that contact, that awareness allow you to drop a little deeper into yourself, into your awareness. If you want to add on to have a bit more of an inversion, you can do Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. This time we're legs up in the air. Just keep the knees soft if that feels good. Bring your knees into your chest. Take the bolster or the pillow out from underneath you. We're going to roll onto one side and come up into a seat. Have the knees really bent so you can easily reach for the blades of your feet. Head towards the knees. Perhaps you feel that you might want to walk the heels forward. But remember to back off just that inch. Reduce the sensation in the pose. Keep it easy, keep it soft. Allow your body and mind to use this as an opportunity to relax, to soften, to be at ease. Bring the hands either side of your legs so you can walk yourself up into a comfortable seat. We'll close down the eyes for a few moments and then finish the practice. It's really important to be able to use our practice in different ways. So in this circumstance, we're using it to draw inwards, to ground ourselves, to find some relaxation and release. And other times it can be really strong, fiery, challenging. Sometimes we find a bit of both in one practice. See if you can be flexible in your approach to your practice so it can better serve you. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Nod your head to your hands as a symbol of gratitude to yourself for taking this opportunity to contribute to health and well-being. And I'm grateful to you for joining me for this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I hope that left you feeling grounded and relaxed and either ready to go on with your day or perhaps ready for bed. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.